The last few years have seen hackers added to the American list of Russian stereotypes, joining samovars, rockets, bears, and ballet. If American Gods author Neil Gaiman were to write Russian Gods, one of his characters would most certainly be a cyber terrorist. In early May, hackers attacked the operational control center for the Colonial Pipeline, one of the largest in the United States. The resulting fuel supply disruptions affected 11 states on the East Coast. Despite assurances from authorities, panic buying ensued, leading to local shortages. People pumped fuel into any random container they could find, ignoring safety guidelines, and filling everything from canisters to ordinary plastic bags. The FBI blamed DarkSide, a cyber attack hacker group assembled last summer, presumably in Eastern Europe. Over the past 9 months, DarkSide and its affiliates have extorted at least $90 million in Bitcoin from 47 victims, averaging $1.9 million per paycheck. Colonial Pipeline's operator likely paid a ransom of 75 Bitcoins, worth approximately $4.4 million on the day of the transaction. Soon after, DarkSide servers and infrastructure were themselves attacked, with $5.3 million withdrawn from their Bitcoin wallet. According to some reports, US authorities were behind that operation. If true, events may have unfolded like this. After the American pipeline attack, rumors emerged that the cybercriminals were linked to Russian special services. However, US President Joe Biden maintained that American intelligence had no evidence to connect DarkSide to the Kremlin. Even if DarkSide has no ties to the Russian government, other cyber gangs may work for the Kremlin. The stereotype of ruthless Russian hackers causes great worry among Americans, and on occasion, accusations against Russian hackers have sounded ridiculous. For one, Hollywood director Rian Johnson announced hackers were trying to interfere with the making of Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Mind you, being paranoid doesn't mean you aren't being followed. The United States has repeatedly accused Russia of masterminding cyber attacks on critical infrastructure facilities, including power plants, water supply systems, and even a nuclear power plant near Burlington, Kansas. The UK suspected Russian hackers of trying to disable Northern Ireland's electricity supply in 2017. Their electricity supply board received a job inquiry via email. However, the attachment contained spyware instead of a resume. Fortunately, staff at the company refrained from downloading it. Ukraine has been a testing ground for Russian cyber weapons since 2014, following the victory of the Revolution of Dignity and the escape of corrupt pro-Kremlin ex-President Yanukovych to Russia. Kremlin-linked hackers have carried out thousands of cyber attacks on Ukraine's transportation systems, energy infrastructure, government, and military organizations. In 2016, 2 Russian intelligence-affiliated hacker groups, Cozy Bear and Fancy Bear, attacked the Democratic National Committee of the United States. U.S. officials formally charged the Kremlin with meddling in the U.S. presidential election and expelled 35 Russian diplomats from the country. In 2018, the U.S. Attorney General's office announced that 12 employees of the Main Intelligence Directorate of Russia, the GRU, were behind the cyber attacks. Among Fancy Bear's other achievements were the World Anti-Doping Agency website hack, in response to the report published about state-sponsored doping in Russia, and various cyber attacks on the German parliament. In May 2020, the German Prosecutor General's office issued an arrest warrant for GRU officer Dmitry Badin, accusing him of direct involvement with Fancy Bear. In October 2020, the U.S. Department of Justice put 6 more GRU officers on the wanted list. They were accused of large-scale cyber operations targeting the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics, the campaign headquarters of current French President Emmanuel Macron, the Ukrainian government, and government agencies in neighboring Georgia. The FBI claims the same cyber intelligence officers attempted to hack the network of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, the group which investigated the Novichok poisoning of Sergei and Yulia Skripal. Finally, U.S. authorities have accused GRU officers of creating the NotPetya computer virus. It infected dozens of the world's largest companies' servers and caused billions of dollars in damage. Film and TV screenwriters like to portray hackers as ideological Robin Hoods who take from the rich, give to the poor, and protect innocent civilians from thugs and criminals. But outside of some rare exceptions, hacker groups extort, steal, or work under the clandestine command of the special services. While many talented Russian IT specialists are forced to work abroad, their unscrupulous colleagues often turn to the dark side to serve Putin's criminal empire.